Repeat after me. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary.
What's up, guys? This is your boy Ted, the review guy, and today I'll be reviewing Judas and the Black Messiah. I didn't know anything about Fred Hampton and his story. We obviously know about the Black Panther Party and their activism throughout America and their reach throughout the world. And it was nice to hear a story of one of their youngest activists. Like Fred Hampton was really young. I was shocked when the movie told us how young he was, and all of that. I'm gonna talk about everything that I liked about the movie, and if you haven't watched the movie, please go watch it. This is your only spoiler warning. Let's get into it. So it really follows how he led the Chicago Leonis chapter of the Black Panther Party, because they had branches throughout America, but the Chicago one, he was known as the chairman of that party, and then he just didn't, from what I've gathered, is that he was over the oppression of anyone, not just black people, but anyone. And obviously, because he was black, he was mostly fighting for black people. And then he tried to rally up everyone else that felt oppressed by the police and capitalism, basically, as a whole in America. And he lived his life fighting that, his adult life, that is, from 18 to 21, trying to fight that. And so obviously we're gonna have to talk about the actors. I mean, Daniel is amazing. He will give you intensity. He will give you everything you need. Daniel Kaluuya was just amazing. It was intense. The speeches, the way he gave them. I mean, it was amazing. I felt empowered just watching. I just wanted to get up, and coming from a country with a lot of that the revolutionary type of upbringing, and the era that I grew up in, it was when a lot of people was still trying to find their way in after the apartheid regime or government in South Africa. So I really enjoyed what his performance, basically. He gave it everything, and you could tell that he gave it everything. He wanted to make sure, and especially because he's English, there was parts where he spoke a little bit too fast for me, but he had to bring, like, I was convinced, basically. I believed him. I was in it. And like Keith, I mean, wow, what a performance. Also, like, you know that he's doing something wrong, but you don't hate him. He will give you a likable character. Any place he goes, he will give you a likable character. Like, you like him, but you know he's doing the wrong thing. You know he's betraying his own people, but you know he's doing it for survival. And we are shown this when the movie starts. He tries to rob some people and get their car, and he gets arrested. And then that's when the Fed give him this, basically a raw deal, to try and get close to Fred, the chairman, and then give them everything, like places they're gonna be, what's happening, what are they planning, everything. So he got I guess a road deal because he ended up believing everything that Fred was saying. Even when he went to jail, he was arrested for ice cream. Like it was just insane. That time was insane. Yeah. Even after when he came back from jail, like the speeches he gave, you could see when he was chanting, "I am a revolutionary." You could see that Bill was in, or is it William? Yeah, Wild Bill was just, he was taken by, he believed in the struggle, even though he had to play his role to the feds, but like he believed in Fred's word. And then just the relationships that Fred had with the rednecks and the Hispanic people. And then he pulled them together and we're like, we were all oppressed. Let's fight for a common goal. Yes, you believe in certain things. And right now, the only common goal is to fight together to fight what the state is doing or America is doing to the rest of us. And then that's when the Coalition was established, and it became a big thing. And he reached international level. Within the 3 years he was active in the Black Panther movement, he reached international recognition, which was incredible. They were mostly fighting how the police treated black people, and like even how the state was neglecting black people. They didn't build good hospitals for them. I mean, that last part when before he died, the speech he made about how everyone was just caring about him getting away, going back to jail and all of that stuff. He mostly just wanted to help people. He's like, this would help people for like 5 years. Do you know how many people would be helped in that 5 years? He worried about the bigger picture instead of himself, because he knew what he joined the movement for, or the struggle for. And like it empowered me in such a way that, I don't know, like I even now just talking about, I'm like, yes, we like, I love leaders like that who lead and believe with everything that they have. And it's people like your Steve Biko's and your Winnie Madikizela Mandela who were like that. And it's incredible to see that. And also, like, he was really young, guys. Like, he only spent 3 years in that movement and he became such a person. I enjoyed the relationships that he made. I mean, he even got his girlfriend pregnant and got a child who is known as Fred Hampton Jr. now. He's also active. He's an activist, followed his father's footsteps. And yeah, just the story of William O'Neill also, guys. Like, this guy was going to go to jail for quite a while because not only was he arrested for stealing a car, he was impersonating a federal officer, which was a big crime, so he didn't want to go to jail, obviously. So he did the Fed's bidding, which was getting close to Fred, getting into the movement, relaying all the information, and also studying a rift in between the groups that were created, saying that there's a mole or there's a rat in there, so they need to find it, all of that stuff. People ended up not trusting each other, which was the goal. In order to destroy the movement, destroy it from within. It's very easy. And it led him, like, as I said, he was he was so into what Fred was saying throughout the time they were together, and even with his last act of poisoning him after being told to do so. He's the tears in his eyes. That's why I say like Keith is like just an amazing actor also. Yeah, like you felt that he was gone, like he didn't want to do it, but in order to survive you have to do what you have to do. And yeah, was just looking out for number one, which was him. And not everyone is like Fred, who will always think about other people and not himself, because that's the story I got, that this person was not about himself. He didn't think he was always about the other person. He always fought for others and wanted to make the world a better place, which didn't make sense because the feds really wanted him gone. I mean, even in their presentation, they were like, this person is feeding the poor, is feeding kids, giving kids school, breakfast, and all doing that, listing good things, but still the last thing they said, we have to take him out somehow. We have to get rid of him. I don't want him. All of these things. So it's like, how does that even make sense? And his last moments, he just had this heartfelt talk with everyone that he's going away to prison again, and he's gonna give out the money that they were giving him so that he could disappear and go to Algeria and all of these places for refuge. He just was thinking about the black child because he wanted a hospital to be built so that the black person can be helped, and he was just thinking how many people can be helped during that time. This money could save so many people, etc., etc. So I really like that about him. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. I went on now and researched a bit. I'm watching videos currently about the story and even the lawsuit that Akua had to go through to get, I think it was a civil lawsuit or something like that, against the state for the assassination of Fred. It was a very empowering movie. It reminded me of how I grew up in a revolutionary country, and that spirit is still there. And I really enjoyed it. I will give it a 8.5, if not a 9, between 8.5 and 9. I was happy about this movie, and just the performances alone just were incredible. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I uploaded my Tenet review, but because of copyright things, I had to remove it, and I'm redoing it again. And I'll upload that soon as I finish working on it and removing all the stuff that might get copyright claims again and all of that stuff, because I wanted to show you what I'm talking about on the video, because you just get lost because so much information. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed the movie, and let's talk about it. Tell me what it means to be a revolutionary to you, and let's discuss it. And thank you.